We all know the used car market has lost its mind in recent years. Just a few years ago, you could pick up a running project car for just a couple grand, but no more. You go online and look and everything is skyrocketing into the tens of thousands of dollars. I mean, heck, even our favorite JDM cars are now selling for above sticker price. It begs the question, can you even find a performance bargain in the post-pandemic world? My name's Addison, and I'm going to show you what I consider to be the used performance car bargain of our decade. The W208 2001 to 2002 Mercedes CLK55 AMG. I know what many of you are thinking. Old German car reliability, and you're not entirely wrong. This car came out at a strange time for Mercedes, having just acquired tuning division AMG, and who can forget the merger with Chrysler? It's no secret that Mercedes' build quality and reliability took a downward turn in the late 90s and early 2000s. That said, this AMG is about as reliable as they come. Under the hood is AMG's take on the notoriously reliable M113 V8. It's big, it's a bit lazy, and quite thirsty, but this was back when Mercedes was still known for over-engineering everything. The M113 was used for over a decade with a variant offered in nearly every model from the late 90s onward. This means that parts are pretty easy to come by. And speaking of parts, the most common fail points in the M113 are relatively inexpensive and easy to repair. Throttle position, mass airflow, and crankshaft position sensors tend to go bad more often than they should, and the valve cover gaskets and rear main seal are guaranteed to leak. The spark plugs need to be replaced every 20,000 miles, and the transmission mount seems to be made of silly putty, but none of these items are engine-out jobs. All of them can be done in your garage, and there are tons of YouTube videos, forums, and Facebook groups to help along the way. This is my second M113 powered Merc, and I've never been left stranded by either, knock on wood. It's not just reliable and easy to work on, it's fast. Not just 2001 fast, but quick even by today's standards. AMG took the 4.3-liter V8 of the time and punched it out to 5.4 liters, and when new, it made 349 horsepower and 376 foot-pounds of naturally aspirated, predictable torque. Paired with the 5-speed automatic transmission used in the V12 SL600, it rocketed to 60 in 5.1 seconds, passed the quarter mile in 13.3, and went on to a top speed of 155 miles per hour. These were supercar speeds in 2001, and even today it keeps pace with some of the best. And speaking of today, it still beats its factory performance claims 21 years later. Now, as enthusiasts, we know it's not enough to be quick in a straight line, and I won't lie to you, the CLK55 is no track monster. The steering's heavy, sure, but doesn't provide a lot of feedback. The suspension was the firmest you could get in a Merc at the time, but it's still on the soft side. The throttle response is decent, and the brakes are incredible, but at the end of the day, this is a Grand Tourer that can get sideways on command, not a Nürburgring record holder. And that's just it. When you look at it as a Grand Tourer, it's enough in every regard. It's fast, it's reliable, it's effortless, and most of all, it's comfortable. The interiors came really well equipped for the time, with power memory leather heated front seats with adjustable bolstering and lumbar support, though you'll struggle to find an example where those controls actually work, a power rear sunshade, which doesn't work in my example, a sunroof that kind of works in my example, I can vent it, but I can't open or close it, cruise control that does thankfully work in this, and an optional rain-sensing wiper. The cabin is comfortable, spacious, and even features over-engineered front cup holders that are guaranteed to yeet themselves into oblivion. 6-disc CD changers were common, dual climate control was standard, and while it is a 2+2, I'd reserve the back seats for your in-laws or coworkers you don't get along with. Trunk space is more than enough for a long weekend getaway for two, with split folding rear seats and a ski bag pass-through. Overall, the cabin's just a pleasant place to be for however long you need to be there, as long as you're riding shotgun. Look, it's reliable, it's quick, and it's comfortable, but that's not what makes it a bargain. I paid just $9,000 for this example, and it's a single-owner 2001 with 89,000 miles. You can find way less expensive options out there in both coupe and cabriolet form with maybe a little bit more mileage. I'd challenge you to find an E36 or E46 M3 even remotely in this price range in as good a condition as you can find these cars.